reason why I'm reminding always, constantly, every teaching, not only me, all the masters, if you go to the Buddhist teachings, you find it, because this is very important. Uh, the Dharma teachings are like nectar,
Mm,
amrita,
mm,
or elixir, and
yes.
it needs to be put into a proper container or vessel. If the container is poisonous, not clean,
Mm,
contaminated, then it's harmful. Because when you practice the Dharma without proper motivation, and it's instead of helping you, it harms. That's why,
mm,
I told you there was a, is it like a Hey Vajra? Yeah, Atisha was asked by his student that I heard someone practicing Hey Vajra in India at an arhat, not
mm.
the perfect Buddhahood. Then Atisha
Oh,
responded to his student saying, Hey Vajra will not only let you to attain only arhat, it will let you to even go to the hell if you don't practice properly.
mm,
That is why even if you practice the highest teaching, great perfection teachings, the Mahamudra teachings, whatever, emptiness,
mm,
Vipassana, Shamatha, if you do practice with a worldly intention, the benefit is going to be very like minimal, or it can also result in negative way. So that's why
mm,
the intention, motivation of receiving the teachings, practicing the teachings right from the beginning is very important. That is why I constantly remind,
mm,
because so that we don't waste our
mm,
time and effort. And to come to the topic that I'm supposed to talk, which is about emptiness. In Tibetan, we call Tongbanyi, or in
mm,
Sanskrit, Shunyata.
mm,
And so emptiness, again, we need to understand emptiness correctly.
yes.
Because if we don't understand the emptiness correctly, we don't understand the basic fundamental view of Mahayana Buddhism or Vajrayana Buddhism. It's very important. And like as I said, emptiness is like a heart and
Mm,
eye. If you don't know about the emptiness, it's like you are blind or you don't have a heart. So
mm,
you don't know where you are going,
yeah.
but you don't know what
Oh,
you're practicing. Emptiness, that is what we call wisdom.
mm,
Emptiness. And so we call wisdom, suchness,
mm,
dharmata, dharmakaya,
mm,
all these different terms we give it to the emptiness,
mm,
different text, a different vehicle or system or approach. All the so we can also call it selflessness. So this is actually
mm,
when we say, oh, vipassana or third eye, or you have like superior seeing. Superior seeing, you have to have this understanding or the realization of emptiness. Without understanding of emptiness, your
mm,
superior seeing would be all worldly kind of seeing, and that
mm,
wouldn't be benefiting you to liberate or free yourself from samsara. That is why. So yes, I'm supposed to teach you about vipassana, but I have elaborated, extended to emptiness because it's very important.
mm,
Real vipassana is understanding and realizing the emptiness. So all these four schools of Buddhism or tenet systems of Buddhism, uh, we call it Vaibhashika, South Vaibhashika in Tibetan we call Jedamrawa, and then the Sautrantika Dodepa, and then Semzamba Chitramatra, and then Umapa Madhyamika. These four tenet systems of Buddhism. So Vaibhashika and Sautrantika are there. These are the tenet systems of Theravada. Chitramatra
mm,
and Madhyamika, they are tenet systems of Mahayana. All this,
uh-huh.
even the Vajrayana belongs to the Madhyamika uh, philosophy. So these four tenet systems all explain, or adherents of these four tenet systems, excuse me, all explain and try to realize the emptiness or vipassana, but the the degree of understanding, realizing the emptiness differ. For example, Shravakas, the Vaibhashika and Sautrantika tendency system, they realize the emptiness of self and one and a half, like as I mentioned last time, right? And then
Yeah. Yeah.
and Chitramatra, they they realize the emptiness of all external phenomena, but they don't realize that the ultimate that they think that there is a subtle moment of our mind or consciousness which is not emptiness. That's what they think.
Yes.
Then Madhyamika philosophers like uh, so all this such as Nagarjuna as explanation of emptiness. They
Yeah.
say
No.
that it is what do you call all whether external phenomena, internal, all devoid of intrinsic nature, emptiness, completely emptiness, like that. So the degree of understanding the realization of emptiness differs from vehicle or system to system. Sorry, I was muting when I'm blowing off my nose.
So.
You see this?
Yeah.
You see the screen where I'm sharing you? Vaibhashika,
Yes.
Authentica, Chitramata, these four tennis systems.
See now.
You can see it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so yes, I already explained this. I already explained last time two what do you call two selflessness, right?
Yes.
Selflessness of individual and selflessness of all the phenomena. So yes, into selflessness of individual is also um, selflessness of phenomena, but selfless individual is um, based on five aggregates of our body, human individuals. We have form, we have sense, perception, all this, consciousness, all these five aggregates. So we call that human, individual,
No.
or person.
No.
Yeah, so Bhavarshika and Sautantika realized that all these two tenet system, adherents of these two tenet systems. So basically, in the Theravada school, talk about this emptiness or selfless or individual. I mentioned this last time, right?
Yes.
And Chitramata, mine only school. This is and actually this Chitramatra and Chitramatra and Madhyamika, these two schools are Mahayana schools. Like you, it's a higher actually. So higher than so the view of Sautrantika is higher than Vaibhashika, and Chitramatra view is higher than Sautrantika, and Madhyamika is the supreme among all these four tenet systems. So the reason why, as I said, Sautrantika and Vaibhashika, basically they think that all the phenomena doesn't have intrinsic nature except this subtle atom or particle that makes the larger, material matter, such as, for example, the atom, subtle atom, partless particle of which makes such as uh, the vase or art, rock, table. Yeah, if you break it down, you come to the
Yeah.
partless particle. That partless particle is not empty. They think like that. And then not the partless particle has a self, they think. Yes, this, for example, I give you example of the bell, you know. So Vaibhashika school and Southern Vaibhashika school believe or their view is yes, this bell is empty, but partless particle which makes this bell is not empty.
I see.
That's what they think. And then also the mind. Again, Sautantika, this we call Dodepa. If you click on this, if you go to internet, you will learn more. Sautantika, this school, this is a Sautantika school thinks yes, that bell, this partless particles atom is devoid of self, but the mind it's just the name of the mind, subtle. The mind's a single mind is also a continuum of many moments of consciousness, right? Moments of consciousness.
Mm,
There's a single, again, like moment which is really existing, truly existing. That
yes,
so
yes.
they didn't realize perfect emptiness. They think there's something existing. That you understand? So second was South Antica School, right? South Antica
Mm,
School, as I said, same. They are like we call Sharvakayana school here. Sharvakayana
mm,
or Theravada is same.
Ale.
Sharvakayana means Yintuki Tekpa means the school or
Nhìn
the
thức kịch thực
system
bà.
of hearer and listener. So others you refer to Theravada school of early Buddhism. Sharvaka. So this Sautrantika and both Vaivashika, these both are Sharvakayana or Theravada school. This
As-
and it's, it's like yes, Buddha taught the teachings emptiness perfectly. Buddha realized that, but when Buddha taught, different individuals, due to their different capacity, understood fully or partially, right? So
Mm,
Deveshika, Sautantika, and Chittamata, this they didn't interpret. It's like they didn't interpret the emptiness perfectly,
mm,
fully, not partially.
mm,
They just understood or
mm,
understood the emptiness partially. And it's also not needed because Sharvaka, Vaibhashika, and Sautantika, Theravada, the ultimate goal is Arhat. So to
là
enter the
so.
Arhat,
Mm,
realizing the emptiness of selflessness, this five aggregate,
mm,
that's enough. But if you really want to attain full enlightenment, perfect enlightenment, you have to realize the emptiness of all. That's why you go higher.
mm,
For example,
mm,
Sautantika is better. The view of emptiness or selflessness is better because now the Sautantika knows that even that phenomena, Sautantika
mm,
adherents, followers or proponents of Sautantika school or tenet system knows that not only the what do you call that, even the phenomena, the
mm.
partless particle is also what do you call just a name. They know that
Ale.
just a name, labeling. It's just a name
Oh,
or
oh.
just a term. It's not really our mind, our intellect named it like that. South India school know that. So they're much better than
Oh.
the Vaibhashika. But Chitra Mata
Mm,
school, but they still South India and Vaibhashika still both accept that this partless particle atom exists.
Ale.
These two believe. South and so
Mm,
that what do you call this partless particle, the external phenomena,
mm,
this external phenomena other than mind, you know, don't
mm,
exist, but there's material, the fundamental material, the partless particle exists. These two have same belief, partless
mm,
particle.
mm,
The why, but then Southern Tika is a little bit exalted because those Southern Tika again, this all this external phenomena, they know that it's just a label, just a label in
Ale.
my mind. But Varshika don't talk about like that. So there's a slight
Mm,
difference. But anyway, don't be overwhelmed. Just
yeah, là so.
just take
Okay.
as a grain of salt. This is not that important, but it just have a general knowledge.
Yeah.
And then
Yes, yes.
Chitra Mata school doesn't don't it's that's why it's Chitta Mata means mind only school. Those
Mm,
external phenomena don't exist all like a dream. Like a dream, in the dream
Ale.
case we have object and enjoying that object, all these things like that. The external phenomena doesn't exist. It's all
Mm,
Mata school.
mm,
So that's why
mm,
South Africa and Vaivashika still believe that the partless particle of external phenomena, matter,
mm,
really exist. Chitramata,
mm.
no, doesn't exist. It's just a mind. Chitramata view.
Là so. Okay.
And then but Chitramata says, okay, everything is all are like a dream. But then they think there is a subtle form of mind, which is truly
Mm,
existing.
The form of mind. Oh, yeah,
Right,
yeah,
this
yeah.
form of Chitramata
Yeah.
school still think there's a subtle
Oh,
form of mind
it still
existing.
exists.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
why
okay.
these three first vehicle, this the Vaibhashika, Sautrantika, Chitramata,
Oh,
they are called Mrawa, means true proponent
oh,
of true existing. They have some sort of view that something truly existing.
mm, mm,
They have it. But Madhyamika, no. Madhyamika, nothing exists. All, like, even the partless particles, even the subtle form of consciousness, which Chitramata believes truly exists, no, that nothing exists. All true
mm.
inherent existence. This way, this so Madhyamika philosophy is explaining the emptiness perfectly. Other
Oh,
whereas Chitramata, Sautrantika, Vaibhashika explains opposite. They have, yes, they believe some phenomena and external phenomena, internal phenomena, they are
mm,
not truly existence, but they believe something truly exists. For example, Vaibhashika and Sautrantika believe that the partless particle of mind, matter, external matter, and then the subtle consciousness truly exists. And
mm,
Chitramata believes that so the external phenomena doesn't exist, including this partless particle, but Chittamatra believe that
mm,
subtle mind exists.
mm,
Madhyamika philosophy explains that nothing exists. So that's why the emptiness,
mm,
when we understand emptiness, we have to understand emptiness in
mm,
in the way of Madhyamika philosophy. That's why middle Madhyamika or middle way philosophy, that's why
mm,
we need to learn it.
mhm.
So it
Yes, sir.
explains the emptiness perfectly. So you can categorize all Buddhist of these four schools or tenet
Mm,
systems of Buddhism into two, like Madhyamika and non-Madhyamika.
mhm,
Madhyamika,
mm,
who adherent of middle way philosophy, and
mm,
adherent of non-Madhyamika philosophy, which is these three,
mm,
which are these three. These three, because
mm.
these three believe something truly exists.
Yes.
And only Madhyamika have a view that nothing exists. So,
Mm,
so that is why normally, like, here's the thing: we when you try to understand the Buddhist system, vehicle tradition, we say Theravada, Mahayana,
mm,
Vajrayana, or we say
mm,
Sutrayana and Tantrayana, right? So if we say
mm,
three vehicles, so Sautrantika and Vaibhashika will be Theravada view.
mm,
Chitramata and Madhyamika will be Mahayana view.
mm,
And Madhyamika, if you classify, then it could be Sutrayana and Vajrayana. Uh, It's also emptiness, perfect emptiness, like
oh,
Vajrayana's view is also emptiness, as explained by Madhyamika philosophy. So that's why if
mm,
you want to, okay, if we if we if we say four school tenet system, so four schools, so where does Vajrayana belong? It should be Madhyamika. And if you say if you categorize Buddhism into just Sutrayana and Tantrayana, then all this Chitramata, Sautrantika, and Vaibhashika all will be part of Sutrayana, and also
mm,
some part of Madhyamika will be Sutrayana, and
mm,
then Vajrayana will be separate. Half of the Madhyamika is Vajrayana, like that. So it could be all considered Sutrayana, and
mm,
on top of that, Vajrayana has different. It's much Vajrayana is part of Madhyamika, but again, you can classify all these four as a Sutrayana and then Vajrayana, like that. The view of emptiness that is
mm,
explained in general Sutrayana, general Madhyamika, and Vajrayana.
mm,
The difference is that, yes, both explain about emptiness, the nature of the mind and all the phenomena empty, but Vajrayana
mm,
has more skillful methods, like
Mm.
infinite skillful method to realize that emptiness. That is the difference.
I see.
The
Yeah, I
difference
see.
between the general Madhyamika, the difference of explaining the emptiness in general Madhyamika versus Vajrayana is Vajrayana has a multiple skillful method of realizing that emptiness. Whereas the
Mm.
general Sutrayana Madhyamika doesn't have
Mm.
that. Just it's a dry
Mm.
emptiness. So you understand now.
Mm. Yeah.
Emptiness or selflessness is like a is a view. I told you, view, meditation, and conduct. All the tenet
Mm.
systems should have view, meditation,
Mm.
conduct. Every
Mm.
system has, like every organization has their vision, mission, right? Their goal, they have it. Like that,
Mm.
any system has this view, meditation, conduct, then
Mm.
result, right?
That's so. Mm.
So view is like an eye
Mm.
or heart, right? So what is
Yeah.
the view here? Vipassana or emptiness. So depending on the different degree of the view, then there is a result.
Mm.
So Vaibhashika view of emptiness, Vaibhashika view
Mm.
of Vipassana, Sautantika view
Mm.
of and Chitramata's view, Madhyamika view. You see the
Mm.
difference? So you understand this is the Vibhashika way of realizing the selflessness of emptiness, the
Mm.
nature of phenomena, and
Mm.
Sautantika, Chitramata, all you higher you go, it becomes more better, more explicit, detailed, clear.
Mm.
Lower like Vaibhashika way of understanding. It's not clear, not really there. It's not full, it's not perfect, not complete, right? For example,
Mm.
they just don't need to, and they don't realize the emptiness of or what do you call this, the partless particle.
Mm.
That. So there's a
Mm.
you go to Madhyamika, the highest tennis system, everything is completely emptiness. You see that you have that kind of view. So
Mm.
higher you go is like okay, it's like for example, Vaivashika is wearing a sunglass. No, no. Well, let's say ordinary beings are wearing
Mm.
sunglass. Or
Yeah.
let's say ordinary being is same like a blind person
Mm.
who don't know about emptiness. Ordinary beings are like a blind person, blinded by ignorance. They fixate on everything. They
Mm.
think everything truly exists. Now,
Mm.
Babashika maybe say wearing sunglass or like the glass that you wear in the fog. I mean,
Mm.
so that kind of thing. Now, Sautrantika, you wear better, more clear glass. And Chitramata,
Mm.
another more clear, better glass. And
Mm.
and then Madhyamika, no glass, like that.
Mm.
Without you
Mm.
can see like that. So all this, the view of the emptiness vipassana differs like that. So we have to understand the emptiness correctly, perfectly.
Mm.
Otherwise, if you understand the emptiness, if you don't understand the emptiness, what will
Mm.
happen? It's like you're lacking the wisdom, you're lacking the eyes, you don't have wisdom. That means you will permanently be in samsara.
Mm.
But if you again have a wrong understanding of emptiness, this is also very dangerous.
Mm.
And also, if you have partial understanding, not a complete understanding of emptiness, also you will not get the result of enlightenment. For example, if you understand the emptiness the way Vaibhashika and Sautantika tennis systems understand, then the result will be only arhat,
Mm.
right? So if you
Mm.
understand the emptiness like exactly perfectly understand and realize the way Madhyamika school is explaining, teaching,
Mm.
then
Mm.
you will attain the perfect enlightenment. So
Mm.
it is like the underst if you if we this we always code when we are in the Shedra. So 동방이라 땅에는 시럽주는 봉어리 지들 둘러 숨기는 랭아 로고도 것이 it means if one misconceives emptiness, misunderstands emptiness, so
음,
those with little wisdom will be ruined. So those who don't understand the emptiness correctly, their mind stream will be ruined. It
음,
if like a catching a snake incorrectly. Poisonous snake, if you catch if you don't catch the snake correctly, then the snake will bite you and you'll die like that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you
right.
practice and then if you practice the mantras incorrectly, also it does harm to like likewise. If you misunderstand the emptiness, don't understand the emptiness correctly, it's going to ruin you, harm you. That's why it's the
음,
view very
음,
important. View, which is like an eye, it's very important.
음,
So Madhyamika philosophy, again, if you look deeper, there's again two sections, further subdivisions. Okay, one is
음,
called here. You see Sava Tantrika. You see here
yeah, see,
Sava Tantrika. We call Umarangjupa and Sava Tantrika Madhyamaka or Prasangika Madhyamaka. We have two.
음, 음,
Now, Siva Tantrika. So, like, here's the thing. Okay, before even going there, I would say, okay, all these four schools have a difference in the views, right? View of emptiness. View of
음,
emptiness or viewing, seeing the nature of reality or phenomena or vipassana. You see the differences now, right? Even if
음,
you don't understand perfectly, you understood
음,
general, you have this
음,
generic understanding, right? Okay.
yeah,
Now, they all so whatever you will, that one you put into practice, that is
음,
meditation, right?
that's,
So and then will meditation. Now conduct is action. Actually, conduct is same. Conduct will be this eight we call seven types of vow or eight types of pratimoksha vows. It can be conduct.
아,
Like, okay, fully ordained monk, fully ordained nun, novice monk,
아,
novice nun, female novice in training, full ordinations, male lay practitioner, female lay practitioner, and then there's another one day lay vows. So this kind, yeah, their conduct, these are conduct. So understand? So conduct, even
음,
Mahayana, like a Chitramatra, Madhyamika, Sautrantika, Vaibhashika, can all these adherents, proponents can have this eight conduct.
알레,
Okay, then now,
아,
okay, it can add conduct. Now again, then in the
음,
Vajrayana practitioners, it can be lay practitioner, lay male and
음,
female practitioner. For example, yogis will have a lay practitioner vow,
음,
and then bodhisattvas who are not like a celibacy vow will have a lay practitioner vow, and then
음,
bodhisattvas or even the yogis. So that is why the conduct can be all these eight kind of vows. Then the view, emptiness or vipassana,
음,
according to their like system, their understanding, degree of understanding, realization. So view, meditation,
meditation,
conduct, and the result will be
음,
arhat, bodhisattva, yeah, fully
음,
enlightened Buddha, like that.
음,
You
음,
understand how whole system fits together like this? And then bodhisattva, and then again, in Mahayana, bodhisattvas have bodhisattva vow on top of these
음,
eight. On top of these seven or eight, then we have bodhisattva vow. We have
음,
Vajrayana Samaya, like that. So all are conduct. And then
음,
understanding of emptiness vipassana is view. Then what you view, meditation, conduct, then you have the result, right? Okay.
됐어.
Are done? Again,
Yes.
here's the thing. These kind of conducts, this seven or eight conducts, when you mix, if I just use a very like plain language, when you mix with compassion for all the sentient being, it becomes bodhisattva vow. These
알레,
okay. When you mix with this compassion, when you mix with the emptiness, the realization of the emptiness of all, then it becomes samaya, vajrayana samaya.
아,
When you embrace, oh, these are the ingredients of conduct. So this is called like Theravada conduct. Now that on top of that, you pour the compassion, becomes
맞아.
bodhisattva vow. On top of
음,
that, you pour the wisdom, the realization of
음,
emptiness, you become Vajrayana. Vajrayana Samaya,
음,
if I explain
음.
easily, in a simple plain language.
알았어. Understand now.